boys and girls, today is Monday, May 18th, and we are going to journal. You're going to need your white journaling book. If you return that back to school, just get a piece of paper. That's okay. We want you to do your writing. You're going to open it up to the prompters that tell you this. My favorite way to travel is by blank. So we're going to do a pencil and some crayons. Now earlier I read a really cool book called My Truck is Stuck. Now the word transportation has something to do with a truck, but it also has to do with this. What is your teacher doing? I am walking. I'm getting from one place to another place by walking. Walking is a form of transportation. In our story, they were driving a truck. That's a form of transportation. That means getting from one place to another place, called transportation. And there's lots of different ways you can be transported. You can do ride on a bus, you can use roller skates or a skateboard, you can walk, jump, hop, or skip. You can fly in a plane, or you can ride in a train. There's lots of different ways that we can use transportation. So we're going to watch a short video, and I want you to be thinking about your favorite way to travel. Are you ready? Let's learn. Here we go.
Today we'll learn about modes of transportation. In ancient times, boats, bullock carts, and horse-driven carriages were the only means of transportation. But nowadays, quicker means of transportation have been developed. The different modes of transportation can be divided into three main categories: land transportation, water transportation, air transportation. Let's first study about land transportation. It is the transportation of goods or passengers on roads. Different types of vehicles are used to cover distances. Bikes and scooters might be used for short distances. Whoa, it's a car. Some people use cars. Oh, look, a taxi is coming. We can cover short distances with taxis. This is a truck. Trucks are used for covering long distances and carrying heavy loads. Buses are an important mode of transportation. Almost all states in a country have their bus services, and thousands of people travel on them. This is a train. Trains carry people over long distances. We go from one state to another in trains. Now some countries are also connected with rail lines. The first full-scale working railway steam locomotive was built in the United Kingdom in 1804 by Richard Trevithick, a British engineer born from Cornwall. Water transportation. It is the transportation of goods or passengers on bodies of water. It's also the cheapest and oldest mode of transportation. The boats are used for short distances. The ancient Egyptians were perfectly at ease building sailboats. Wow, this is a ship. Ships are used for covering large distances. Cargo ships, like oil tankers and freighters, are used for transportation of goods like oil, cars, and food items. Water transportation consumes less energy and allows larger shipping loads compared to other modes of transport. Now, air transportation. It is the transportation of goods or passengers by air. Today, almost all nations of the earth are interconnected by air transportation. We can go from one country to another country in very little time with airplanes. Airplanes were invented by the Wright brothers. The place where airplanes take off or land is called an airport. Shorter distances can be covered with helicopters. Wow, look here. Some people are flying on air balloons to travel short distances, and this is so fun. See this astronaut? Astronauts use spacecraft to explore space. The first manned spacecraft was Vostok 1. It carried Soviet cosmonaut Yuri Gagarin into space in 1961. So there are three modes of transportation: land, water, and air. See this chart. Land transportation, car, bus, and train. Water transportation, ships and boats. Air transportation, airplanes and helicopters. Stay tuned for more videos. Bye-bye.
All right, boys and girls, so we learned about transportation. Let me go ahead and get out of that. We learned about transportation. Go ahead and tell your shoulder partner what your favorite way of travel is. Would you like to travel by air? Would you like to travel by the ocean or on land? And then how would you like to travel? We're going to go ahead and write about it right now. So you're going to get your journals out and you're going to open up your journal to this page right here that says my favorite way to travel is by what? Okay, you're going to write your date at the top, which is 5/18/20. Let me go ahead and put this up for you guys. All right, there we go. So we're going to write the date at the top. And then we know that when we do our writing, we start with a green dot. A green dot means go. So let me go ahead and put that on. Green dot. And we want that little arrow in. That arrow means push it in. So we have a green dot and an arrow. All right, so what does our sentence say? We want to start with our checker finger. We want to go ahead and read it together. This is a big word right here, favorite. My favorite, oh, there's AY says A. My favorite way to travel is by what? My favorite way to travel is by what? How would you like to be transported? Let's see. What are our choices? We have a scooter, a car, a van, a truck, a train, or a motor home. You could also say by bike, or roller skates, or an airplane, even a spaceship. Let's see, my favorite way to travel is probably by a car. How boring is it? But I do like a train too, because I've been on a train before. It's very relaxing. So I'm gonna say I'll say a train because it's different. So let's go ahead and write H-A, and I'm gonna sound out the word train, or I can use my word bank right down here. And I'm gonna go right here. It is a train. I'm going to try my best to do my best writing. All right, and then you're going to do a punctuation mark, which is a period. So, and I want to go back and reread my sentence. My favorite way to travel is by a train. Why do I like the train? It is relaxing. I like to read a book that I hold in my hands. I like to have a little drink by me, a little snack, and I'm just enjoying it and just relaxing. So I'm going to do a yellow dot right here, and I did 3 words. What happened to my yellow dot? Why did I do that? Yellow dot. Doesn't want to stay. Let's try this. Yellow dot. There we go. And then I'm going to start with another capital. Let me do a different color so you can see it. I'm going to say it, capital letter, it is relaxing. Now relaxing is a big long word. I would say relaxing of king. And I don't have any more room right here. And I don't have another line, so I'm going to start right here, and I'm just going to write it above the pictures. It's okay. I'm just going to be a problem solver. It is relax, and then the ing of king. It is relaxing. So then I'm going to put a punctuation mark. I'm going to use an exclamation mark because I think it's really relaxing. All right, let's go ahead and read it. It is relaxing. Then you're going to go back and you're going to read the whole thing again. My favorite way to travel is by a train. It is relaxing. It is relaxing, huh? And then you're going to go ahead and do your illustration. If I said a train, what am I going to draw? I'm going to draw a train, and I want to see lots of details and lots of colors. God always wants us to do our best. All right, so some of you have probably noticed that I have this balloon in the classroom. Well, if you were in kindergarten and we had our last week of school, I would have these balloons up to celebrate our end of kindergarten. And I want to do the same thing with you guys, even though you're at home. So at the end of each school day, we're going to pop one balloon, and the next day at school, you get to do that. Okay, so let's see what the first one is. I'm going to need to get something to pop it with. Hold on. Get my little push pin right here. And if you don't like the way a balloon sounds, cover up your ears. Are you ready? You guys can say 1, 2, 3. Ready? Oh! Did you hear that? All right, so now I have a piece of paper, and tomorrow when we come to school, we can do one of these things. Are you ready? Drum roll. Oh, it says you can rip up one of your worksheets. What? Doesn't matter which one you do, as long as it's not an assessment. You can rip up one of your worksheets. Oh yeah, happy day. Raise the roof, widen the wall, lower the floor, and stir that pot. All right, boys and girls, it is time for you guys to enjoy the rest of your day. I must say, I saw a lot of my kindergartners today. They were taking their graduation pictures. You look so sweet in your graduation hats, and a lot of you guys got the riddle, so you guys got a treat. It was lovely to see you guys. I just wanted to hang on to you guys. So go ahead, have a good night with your mommies and daddies. I love you. God bless you. Bye.